Yeah. Parental guidance, everybody. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So,
well done.
Parental guidance. All right. Where's Philip Nelson?
Hey guys, you got me?
What are you wearing? What are you wearing on your head?
I'm wearing a baseball hat. Sorry, I'm a bum tonight. I apologize.
Have you never seen a baseball cap before, Mark?
You know what? I looked at it because the monitor's far away and I can't really see what he's wearing. I don't know what it says on. What does it say on it?
It's an all-star basketball hat.
You know what? He is still living off that all-star visit.
Oh,
he
geez,
comes
look
to
at
LA. He does the all-star thing. He thinks he's hot ass. He's not.
That's true. I'm not. Far from it.
So where are you? Are you in Texas?
Believe it or not, I'm back in Texas tonight. I was in Louisiana for some sad news this week. My grandfather passed away, so shout out to Pop Pop. Yes, that's what we call it.
Shout out to Pop Pop.
And, thank you. So he passed away, and so I've been in Louisiana for a funeral. But I'm back in Texas and ready for some parental guidance.
All right. Sorry to hear about your grandfather. And what do you got for us?
Well, I've been trying to find a movie that I'll recommend and you guys both hate. So that my kids love. And this could be the one. I don't know. But tonight's recommendation for the parental guidance segment is Sky High with Kurt Russell and Kelly Preston. And the idea of this movie is it's kind of set in a world where their superheroes are very common. And the premise of the movie is the greatest two superheroes in the world are Kelly Preston and Kurt Russell. And their son is named Will Stronghold. And he's kind of slated to be the greatest superhero ever. And in this movie, they send their kids to this Sky High, which is a secret high school for superheroes. And it turns out he has no powers. And so he kind of feels like a disappointment to his dad, and he gets relegated to being a sidekick. And it's just it's a funny movie. You know, it's funny. The reason I picked this movie this week is driving back from Louisiana, my kids like to watch movies in the car. And they were watching Sky High, and I've seen it with them a few times, but my wife had never seen it. And she was actually laughing a lot. And so I figured, you know, it got her to laugh, so we got to review it. It's definitely a good family movie if she laughs at it. So what do you think? Bad choice, good choice?
Well, hang on for a second. I have something to say about this. I have something to say about this.
You look winded.
Mark literally was over my shoulder.
Well, no, I thought he was going to give the meter. I thought the whole meter thing with the 5 and the 4.
Over my shoulder, curious to what the YouTube page looks like.
Which looks great, by the way. Thank you, YouTube.
And we got YouTube going. So he's looking over my shoulder, and then suddenly Philip goes, "What do you think?" And
there's like a 40-yard dash back to the chair.
No.
We got to see his cat-like agility.
I thought you were going to do the whole the 5 and the 4.
You know what?
3 and the 4.
I'll take this.
I'm
Sky
not.
High.
No. You know what? No,
Okay.
because I did something very special for this parental guidance. That's why I ran back to my seat. That and I wasn't paying attention. What I'm saying is that here's what I think of Sky High. Would you like to know what I think of Sky High, Wade?
Carry on.
On December 18, 2009, I wrote a print review for the magazine I write for of Sky High. So here is what I think of Sky High because I wrote this. You ready? Mm-hmm. Sky High's level of satire and overall cleverness is low. As it turns out, however, the movie's primary superpower is not humor, but charm and likability. Great powers it wields with great responsibility. Sky High is not quite what it could have been, but its positive attributes managed to overcome the villainous forces of boredom and lameness. Turns out, I kind of liked it. What do you think of that?
I like your review. So I'll segue from that into my rankings because as we do here on Parental Guidance, we try to give parents, you know, the various rankings in different areas for the movie and let them make the choice whether it's something they want to watch with their children. And one of the most important things about a parental guidance movie is it can't be a kid's movie. It needs to be enjoyable for the adults too. And as I mentioned, we were all laughing pretty hard. I was driving, so I wasn't watching, but as far as you know, I wasn't watching. But so anyway, let's go back to the rankings. So
and you were texting me at the same time
category
too.
On a scale from 1 to 5, we're going to give it a 4 because this is a superhero movie. Lots of fighting, lots of action, villains and good guys battling it out, and it's a lot of fun. In the romance category, it's funny. I gave it a 3 on a scale from 1 to 5. And tonight when I was going over the rankings with my son, he wanted to proof them for me. And he was like, "Dad, I would give it much higher than 3 because this movie was pretty much all about kissing." So, but I'm sticking with the 3, even though Noel thinks it should be definitely a 4 because there was way too much kissing in this movie. The good side, that makes me proud of him. You know, he's looking for action, not the romance at 12 years old. So in the language category, I'm going to give it a 2, and it really didn't have any really bad words, but it had a few 3-letter and 5-letter words. No 4 letters though. You know, 1 is really no bad language, and there's a few little things that some parents may find questionable, but most people won't even notice them. In the peril category, I'm going to give it a 3, which is right in the middle. There is a lot of, you know, times where the sky high is this rock school floating in the sky, and it's crashing to the earth. So I could have given it a little higher peril rating, but everything is kind of done in a little bit of a humorous way, so it's not terrifying to the kids, and it's more just fun. And so I'm going to give it a 3 in peril. And for adult enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 4 because, as I said, my wife, who does not like action, does not really like kids' movies for the most part, actually was laughing a lot at this movie. There was a lot of good humor in it, and it was a lot of fun. So Sky High is our choice for this week, and hope you guys enjoy it. I would like to encourage people, if you have comments on the parental guidance selections, I would like to hear if you agree or disagree, or you know, if your children were appalled and terrified for the rest of their life because of one of my suggestions. I would like to know, but I do appreciate you guys watching this segment. It's a lot of fun.
Philip Nelson, thank you
we
very
go.
much. And you know, look, the movie really is cute. You know, in the film, all the kids are separated. They're either heroes or jocks.
Yeah.
And obviously, Kurt Russell wants his son to be a hero, and it turns out, heroes are sidekicks.
Yeah,
it turns
yeah.
out that Kurt Russell's son is labeled a sidekick.
Right.
And so, what works in the film for kids is that, you know, all kids want to fit in. No kid wants to be a sidekick. They all want to be a hero in their own story. So that they kind of get into that a little bit, and I think it's kind of nice.
I obviously a movie like Kick-Ass, not for kids. If you're talking about a movie about kids aspiring to be superheroes, whereas this one definitely is, and I'm a little bit partial to this as well. I got to admit, it's funny Philip's looking for something that we'll hate, but
Sucker Punch. You can do Sucker Punch next week.
Yeah, it's show it.
I'm not sure if I'll like that one either, guys.
But no, there is a kind of an old-fashioned sweetness and charm to it, and a little bit of a naivete that I think kind of helps it I mean, your review was very well written. It does kind of help it overcome some of those glitchier things.
Very true. All right, Philip Nelson, there you go. Thank you very much.
Good choice.
Parental guidance. Good choice once again.
Yeah.